Boom! What's up, guys? This is Steve Larsen. This is Sales Funnel Radio. Today we're going to talk about why selling is emotional and how you can take advantage of that ethically in your own business.
I've spent the last 4 years learning from the most brilliant marketers today. And now I've left my 9-to-5 to take the plunge and build my $1 million business. The real question is, how will I do it without VC funding or debt, completely from scratch? This podcast is here to give you the answer. Join me and follow along as I learn, apply, and share marketing strategies to grow my online business using only today's best internet sales funnels. My name is Steve Larsen, and welcome to Sales Funnel Radio.
What's up, guys? Hey, I'm excited for this, okay? This episode comes to you today, okay? The next like 2 or 3 that I've done have been, they're actually things I've been ripping from other places, and I think you're really gonna enjoy it. This was a Facebook Live that I did. After seeing, there's a few people who are really sad. I don't know if they're sad or mad or they're fighting me for whatever reason on the fact that selling is emotional, okay? And what I want you to understand is that there are three different phases in the sales cycle, okay? There is the marketing phase, there's the selling phase, and there is the closing phase, okay? And if you are not getting the cash you want to, but you're still closing people, it's because you don't know how to close. Okay, and I'm gonna walk through and share with you guys why selling is emotional and what you're doing in the brain. I don't know how you can get good at marketing or selling or being a salesman without learning about psychology, actually learning about the brain and what happens, okay? We are all different people, yes, but we still have a brain that very much comes from the same kind of area, okay? Same kind of tendencies, okay? And so what that means, what's cool about that is if as soon as you learn the patterns on how to actually go out and be influential to your people and your customers, prospective customers, you actually can get them to do a lot of great things, okay? They will benefit them, they'll benefit you, to help you'll be more persuasive in life. So what this episode is specifically about is I wanna help you guys know how to go in and first of all, I gotta teach you what's happening in the brain, right? I've never taught this before ever, and I started, anyway, I'm in this area right now where I've kind of been looking back and be like, hey, why did that work? Why did that work? Why did that work? Holy crap, look at that pattern, right? And so what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to teach you guys the patterns that I was going through and seeing and doing, sometimes not always on purpose, okay? And so I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna teach you about chemicals in the brain. I'm gonna teach you about what's going on in the brain psychologically, okay, when people start to hear about your pitch. I'm gonna teach you how to actually go in and get around those things. I'm gonna teach you what you're actually pitching. What are you actually pitching when you're actually pitching somebody? What part of the brain are you actually pitching, okay? All those answers are going to be inside this Facebook Live. Again, I think this was like a 15-minute thing, but anyway, I'm a little fiery in it, just so you know, which I know is hard to imagine, but I'm a little bit fiery, I'm a little intense with it. I'm excited to be able to do this and actually get this out to you guys. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this. Please, I actually encourage you to take notes on this one. I don't necessarily always go very tactical inside this podcast, but this one, this has had a direct influence on my wallet. And I mean that in all seriousness, okay? It has had a direct influence on my wallet, meaning getting much fatter. And it was when I learned how, like what was actually happening in the noggin, okay? And this comes from me studying a lot of different books, listening to a lot of gurus, going through a lot of courses, a lot of my own personal experience, okay? And I want to go through, there's really like 2 or 3 things specifically I'm gonna walk you guys through in this episode. So honestly, I would get a piece of paper for this episode. And if you like it, please share it. All right, guys, thanks so much. And please enjoy the lessons in this. They have been life-changing to me and I'm excited. If it changes your life also, please, or if there's any piece into it, you're like, my gosh, I had no idea. Please, reach out and tell me. It means a lot. Even consider leaving a review on iTunes. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Oh, what's up? How's everyone doing? Hey guys, I just finished a webinar. I am all sorts of hopped up on goofballs. My left eye's got the twitch, which means this is gonna be good. All right. Hey, real quick, I just wanted to drop this in. Oh crap! I actually dropped my phone while I dropped it in. I just want to drop this in the group, okay? I want to do some education, okay? Okay, when I was in college, I wanted to make sure that I knew how to sell. So I explicitly went and started selling in. Let me turn the car's like vibrating the steering wheel, which is making this thing. I'm trying to make this thing stick and stay right there. Yeah. Okay. All right. I know Facebook is still telling you guys that I'm live, that I'm here, okay? Okay, I went and I started selling door to door and started doing telemarketing for the explicit reason of learning how to sell. Okay, I wanted to learn how to sell. I had no idea how much was into it. And as I got out there, I was nerve-wracking. I remember the first time I walked up to my first door for door-to-door sales. It was one of the freakiest things I've ever done in my entire life, okay? And I walk up and I say, hey, how's it going, Andy? How's it going? I walked up and I go and I knock on the door and I was like, hey, like, we're just here. I forgot the script. Everything left my brain. I did not remember what I was saying, right? And it was an awkward conversation, okay? And pretty much I just was looking for reasons to get off the door. They didn't have to kick me off. I turned around, I walked away, and I got off the door. And it was a terrible experience. And I was like, this sucks. And I immediately was like, why did I do this? Right? Why on earth am I going to go? And why am I going to do this door-to-door sales thing? And it became a challenging thing for me. And so what I did is I started trying to learn more about why sales psychology is the way that it is, okay? And I started learning about different chemicals in the brain. I don't know how you can get good at sales without learning a little bit about the brain, okay? You got to learn a little bit about that noggin and what drives people, what drives human interaction, okay? And I was trying to get this thing to stay inside my steering wheel. It's not going to do it, so I'm just going to hold it. Okay, this is what's interesting. Okay, this is what was fascinating about the whole door-to-door thing and about selling. Okay, there's very much an emotional part and there's a logical part to selling. Okay, funny enough, we think it's logical. It's actually still emotional. And I know I've talked about this before, but I just want to drop this in here real quick. Okay, okay. So think about this. And I know I've said a few things before like this, but just follow me here, okay? Because I want to talk about why selling is emotional. And I want to talk about what to do about it and how it actually plays to your advantage when you understand how it works, okay? So if I'm going through, right, any new thing that pops up to you, any new thing that pops up, bam, I'm new, right? The brain starts sending all these little flags, right? It's looking for reasons. It actively seeks reasons to throw a red flag. Is this a red flag? Is this a red flag? Red flag, red flag, red flag, right? And actively looks for reasons to throw red flags at you, okay? And this is all happening subconsciously, right? And this is where fight, flight, freeze comes from. This is where we say, oh my gosh, am I going to be bored? Right? If I'm going to be bored, if this is boring, that's a threat to my brain. That's a threat to my enjoyment, and I am not going to be part of it. Therefore, I will run. Right? If I say if I'm going to be right, this could hurt me. Right? Anyway, there's a whole bunch of things that start running through the noggin to see if you are a threat. Right? Maybe not even physical, just a mental threat. You might be boring. Okay. What you're actually pitching in the first half of a webinar during the story section, you're actually pitching that part of the brain, okay? You are trying to get beyond, you're trying to get around, you're trying to get beside, trying to get above, trying to get underneath, trying to blast through that part of the brain so that when people see your actual offer, you have actually passed that part of the brain and you are passing like the hippocampus, right? You're trying to get back to the part where the actual decision making of the noggin actually goes, and it's logical. What's up, Tammy? How's it going? Okay, and it's logical. Okay, you got to understand that is what's actually happening when you start pitching somebody. I don't care if you are an actual salesman. I don't care if you are just learning how to do a webinar script. I don't care if you're just actually doing a script and you're recording it and then you're going to put it inside of a funnel. Okay, that's what's happening in sales every single time. What's up, Andy? How's it going? I know Facebook is just barely telling you guys that I'm here and that I'm alive, but I just went right into it, okay? Anyway, so that's what's going on. Okay, think about this with me though, okay? The first part, the story-based part of any script is the emotional part of the actual pitch. As we transition into the logical place, right, and we start getting more logical, that's where the actual sale is happening, okay? There are 3 phases in the sales cycle. The first phase is marketing. And that's the emotional part. That's the storytelling part. The second phase is selling. And that's where you're actually presenting the offer. Okay. That's where we start to transition into more logical things. The third phase in the sales cycle is actually closing. Okay. And the third place, so closing is that last piece. And it's the piece that most people do not do. Guys, cash is in the close. Right? Cash is for closers. Right? How many of you guys have sold something to somebody and they're like, man, I really want to do that. ClickFunnels was right there. I just left it and I was like, I'm all hopped up on goofballs, baby. I got to tell you guys this, okay? This is interesting stuff. The more I've applied this stuff, the better my sales have happened, okay? You got to understand, cash is for closers, okay? If you've ever sold anybody something and they're like, yeah, I want to do this, but you never actually collect the cash, it means you did phase number 1, phase number 2, but not phase number 3, closing, okay? So there's the marketing, which is the rebuild. I do not mean logos. I don't mean colors. I don't mean anything like that. I don't mean freaking slogans or business cards. When I say marketing, I mean marketing is the act of changing people's beliefs with the intent of a purchase. It's my own definition, but hopefully it's cool, okay? That's what it is, though. I'm going to change someone's beliefs for the intent of purchase. Phase number 2, I'm going to get them into a sale, the actual sale itself. That's me going through the offer. I'm going to go through my stacks, okay? I'm going to go through the actual offer, okay? Phase number 3, that's the close. right? And on the close, those are logical reasons to act now. That's what closing is. Selling and closing are not the same thing. Just like marketing and selling are not the same thing. There are 3 different phases. And the first time I realized this, I was riding my bike home from campus. We had no money, so I was riding a bike, and we had one car. We couldn't afford another car. And I was like, why? I feel like I'm studying like crazy. I'm learning a lot. Why am I learning so much? And why do I understand, like, okay, I know how I would do it in that scenario. I know how I would build my business in this scenario. I know what I'd do in that guy's business. I know what I'd do again. But why am I still broke? Right? That was the question that I had in my head. Why am I still broke if I feel like I'm learning so much? Right? Yeah, hashtag, right, Sean, exactly. Cash is for closers, right? And I was like, it's because I still didn't understand the difference between marketing, selling, and closing. Those are the 3 things to study. Those are the 3 of the highest leverage activities you could ever go marry. Those are 3 of the highest leverage skills you could ever go learn. Marketing, storytelling for the sake of a purchase coming up, right? Selling, how do I create an offer, right? I call them purple offers. How do I create an offer for the intent to fill the promise that my story's made? Right? And then closing. How do I actually get the cash now? Right? Is that debit or credit? Right? Hey, when you purchase right now, go get it right now. We're actually going to throw in X, Y, and Z for free. Right? Right? There are logical reasons to act now. It's still emotional, but people think that it's logical. Right? And I'm playing to the part of the brain where it's called the theory of cognitive dissonance. Okay, this is not. I don't want to get too deep in this. I don't want to dig too deep in it. But what happens is, have you guys ever gone to a store? Let's say you've gone to a grocery store, and because you're doing this to your customers, and I want you to understand why you may or may not be selling people well. Okay, it's great to have success. It's freaky if you don't know why you had success. Okay, and so let's say you go into a grocery store, and I'm sure no one's done this. I'm sure I'm the only one. But you go into a grocery store to get some eggs, and you'll walk out with milk, bread, 3 movies from the $5 bin you weren't planning on buying, and a whole bunch of other stuff. Right? A T-shirt. Right? Yeah, how many of you guys have done that? Right? What's happening is it is all emotional, right? The walls went down. Now I can see that I don't need to fight, flight, or freeze. I don't need to do any of those things. And I'm in the part, right? I went through marketing. There's an emotional piece to me, right? And then secondly, I start seeing this offer. Oh, but it's only $5 and I'm here. That's a close though. I'm closing myself. Okay, those are logical reasons to actually get me to start acting now. Okay, and what ends up happening is as I leave the store and I make the purchase, the emotional part stops in my brain. Okay, I think it's the right brain. It's literally the right brain stops overriding the left, which is the logical part of the brain, right? The right brain starts to die down. Okay, I stopped. And then the left brain logically starts turning on and going, why did I buy that shirt? And this is the theory of cognitive dissonance. And what ends up happening at that part in the sale is I start to logically, right? The left brain starts to take over and I begin to logically see how what I purchased actually is my identity. Okay? I bought that shirt because it represents me. Right? I bought those eggs because I'm a smart buyer. I was already here. I'm going to buy it. I'm already here. Right? It's called the theory of cognitive dissonance, okay? And that's part of what's happening. The right brain begins to override the left, and emotion takes over, and I start to get a whole bunch of rush of chemicals inside the brain. And after the purchase is made, even though you've gone through stories, you've gone through your closes, right? You've gone through actually presenting the offer, and you've gone through actual closes, even though the logical closes have happened, reasons to act now, okay, what ends up happening is that right brain starts to shut back down again and logic, reason starts to turn back on and you go, crap, right? This is where buyer's remorse can step in. Crap. I just bought a shirt. I didn't even need it. It was $50, but I'm a smart person. And I start to see ways where the shirt represents my identity. That's how your customers start to justify buying products from you. It's the reason you are a funnel hacker. Why'd you buy that product? Because you are a funnel hacker. I logically justified it. The emotional part of the brain turned down. The chemical rush that goes on this side of the brain shuts off, and the logical starts to put on, holy crap, what just happened? Okay? So real quick, you said, you're so funny. I know. Okay, check this out. What are the chemicals going on this side of the brain? Okay, you have to understand this. On the right side of the brain, there are chemicals going on. You must know what these are. Okay, there's 4 of them. You all know what they are, right? There's dopamine, There's endorphins, there's serotonin, and there's oxytocin. You can think of dose. Dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, endorphins. Okay, let's walk through them real quick. So you know what's going on and what you're doing to people, because you must have these chemicals in the brain in order to have the right side of the brain override logic. Now, be careful, because what I am talking about right here, you could easily go and you could actually take advantage of people. Please don't do that, okay? What I am saying, though, is how to actually make more sales happen and get people to have that buyer's rush. They want a rush, meaning they want the endorphins. They want to be able to feel, people like to buy crap, okay? Give them the rush. Don't take away the rush, okay? Now think about this, okay? Dopamine, right? Tammy's on it right now, right? Dopamine, right? D is for dopamine. Dopamine is the chemical of distraction. Every time your phone pings, bing, every time you look at a text, every time someone sends you a message or gives you a phone call, every time that you go and you smoke a cigarette, every time you go and you drink, you do drugs, you look at porn, okay? Anything like that. What the brain is seeking is a distraction from current pain, okay? That's what's happening. Okay, you want to have more control in your life? See and figure out where you're seeking a dopamine hit. Okay, there's a reason why it's hard to get a hold of me. It's because I am hard to get a hold of because I control technology. Technology does not control me. I don't seek my dopamine hits from my phone. Does that make sense? I'm very purposeful on that, and that's the reason why. Okay, dopamine is the chemical of distraction. Now, dopamine is also the easiest of the 4 chemicals to get. When I go and I want a dopamine hit, it's very easy to get it, right? You can get that in multiple places. Homemade, directly from your own brain. Bam, feel good, right? And I can go in and and it's the easiest one to get, right? It's also the most addictive, right? I'm going to go and do some behavior that I may be good or may be bad, and it's what's going to cause that addiction to happen, okay? Now you have to understand, your customers want a distraction. I'm not telling you to become addictive, but you can do this, okay? Be careful with what I'm telling you. This is real stuff, okay? This is why I sell so much. I know why I do. I know I am fun to watch on stage. I know why my podcast gets people, right? Go, rah! I know why, right? I know why. It's because I'm playing with 4 chemicals in your brain, and I know the levers to pull on each one of them. So let's keep going, okay? Now think about dopamine, okay? Dopamine, easiest one to get of the 4. Let's go to endorphins. Endorphins and dopamine are the easiest of the 2 to get. Endorphins is the one where, you actually, it's one that requires a little bit of work on the actual individual's part. So I'm going to feel endorphins after I work out or in the middle of it, right? That's me. I'm working hard. My body releases endorphins, and that is, right? It actually is the chemical that takes a little bit of work in order to get, right? It's literally a carrot and a reward system back and forth, okay? When I have a customer, for example, walk down a success path, right? Let's say they buy, and I'm like, cool, the first thing I want you to go do is today, just go set up your account and do X, Y, and Z. Bam. They're probably going to get an endorphin hit from that because they checked a box, right? Those who got straight A's in school, they're very familiar with endorphins, right? They've put work in, they followed the system, they got the checks, woo! Right? And people want that. They want to check the box. I want to check the box on life. I want to check the box on the product. Bam. How many of people have you sold who've never done anything with your product? That is a check-the-box driven individual. They love endorphins. They solved the problem with the product emotionally, checked the box with endorphins inside their head. Bam! I feel great. That's all they wanted. They wanted the hit. Okay? Let's go to serotonin. Serotonin is the chemical of status. Okay? Status is easy to give somebody when you're selling a product when you give them a new identity. That's one of the easiest ways to do it. Hey, what's up, funnel hackers? What's up, 2 Common Club X people? What's up, right? I call a lot of people my mavericks. What's up, right? And so what I'm doing is I'm giving them a boost in status, right? What are we doing when we give a 2 Common Club award to somebody? Bam! Serotonin. That is a status increase. Look at me. Why do we show pictures of ourselves, right, with famous people? I took a picture with Tony. I took a picture with Russell. I took a picture with this guy, right? Because it gives us a status increase and a serotonin boost. We literally are giving ourselves a hit of chemicals in our brain. Boom. Yes. You see me and you see you. Yeah, you see me, you see me, right? That's what's going on, is we're giving ourselves a hit. And that's very, very important to understand. Now, weave that into your sales message and make, right? So that's why, right, when I get on a webinar, I just did a webinar for Funnel Builder Secrets for Russell stuff, right? That's why I say, guys, I'm going to invite you to become, keyword, I'm going to invite you to become shed identity, claim new identity, serotonin, funnel hackers later today on this presentation. Okay? Very key. But I'm literally setting the stage so they can get serotonin when they purchase. New identity. Dopamine hit. Distraction. Thank you for the webinar, Stephen. Right? I did a little bit of work, put my credit card in. I feel great. Endorphins. I did some work on my side. I've gotten 3 of the 4. Let's talk about the last chemical. It's the hardest to get. It's oxytocin. Oxytocin is very, very powerful. And it is actually the one that we seek the most. Without oxytocin, right, a lot of these other chemicals, they feel like, they're not all distractions. Dopamine's the distraction one. But we're not totally satiated with the 4th one, oxytocin. Oxytocin is the chemical of connection. It is the one that we seek the most. It is the one where we do lots of crazy things for. It's the one where we're mad in love, right? Or it's the one where we are joining a community. We feel a lot of connection with an individual. Right now, if I was to tell you a story, I know I have you in a position where I could get you feeling oxytocin with me, right? That's the reason we have you tell an origin story. It's the reason why Secret 1 has a story. Secret 2, Secret 3. They are developing an oxytocin, very hard to get chemical connection with you, not your product. You understand? So when you go in and you've broken and you've rebuilt belief patterns, you've given them 4 hits of chemicals in their brain, okay? Now, I'm telling you, there's a lot of ways to take advantage of people with this kind of information and knowledge. You understand this stuff? Okay, that's why though. So let's recap. At the beginning of a webinar, the first half of a webinar is highly emotional. There's 3 phases of the sales cycle, right? And the first phase in the sales cycle is marketing. That's where I'm telling all my stories. It's where I'm getting a whole bunch of oxytocin into the noggins. It's where I'm giving them a distraction, a lot of dopamine, right? I'm giving them a lot of endorphins. If they do little things with me, come over to the chat box real quick. Tell me how you're doing. Where you from? That's going to help them. Whew, I did it. Little tiny endorphin hit. Bam. Right? Later on, I'm going to invite you to become, shed your old identity, a funnel hacker, serotonin. I'm trying to weave these things inside each one of each phase of the sales sequence, okay? So first phase, right, in the sales cycle, marketing. The act of telling stories with the intent of changing beliefs for a story to happen, or for a purchase to happen, okay? That's marketing. Sales. Right? When I'm selling somebody, I'm presenting my offer. I'm going through and I'm showing them, bam, 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 bam. Here's my offer. Okay? Still trying to lace in each one of those 4 drugs inside the noggin. Okay? Third phase is closes. Cash is for closers. How many people have you sold where they didn't end up paying you? That happens all the time. It's because you're not good at closing yet. Okay? Get good at closing. Study closing. Okay? You got to understand that. Okay? And again, to recap again, and I'll let you guys get on here. Just to tell you, when we go in and when a purchase happens, I enter an emotional phase. I'm seeking 4 chemicals on the right side of my brain. I want the emotional part. I want the creative part. I want to go feed the noggin. I want the hit. I want the distraction. I want the status. Okay. I want the connection. Okay. The right side of the brain begins to hijack the left, and you get into a phase of emotional buying. I was just here for eggs, but I really want that shirt. I was just here for bread, but I really want this. Wow, I really like that balloon. Oh, it's attached to a car. Maybe we should get a new car. Emotional, 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 emotional. Dopamine hit, dopamine hit, dopamine hit. Does that make sense? Lots of hits. As we leave the actual sales process, when a sale has actually happened, when you've closed and there's effectively cash in your hand, right? Theory of cognitive dissonance says, right, the actual emotional part of the brain starts to die down. Those chemicals start to get away, and the actual logical part of the brain comes back on and says, crap, I just spent money I was not planning on. And they freak out. And the only way for them to not have buyer's remorse is for you to get as many of those 4 chemicals, dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, endorphins, firing inside of that noggin, so that afterwards, they literally apply the product to their identity. Well, yeah, I bought the shirt because I'm a smart buyer. Make sense? I'm now basing my ability to be successful in this on me and my actual worth, my actual self-worth, my actual identity, my essence. All of us do this. I'm going to go into the store. I'm going to buy a bunch of crap I did not mean to buy. Afterwards, I'm going to logically justify it. So I'm like, crap. wait, should I have bought that? Logical. Here's all these other reasons. Here's all these pre-stoked reasons that Steven gave me at the end of his presentation why I should have bought. Oh, because it was 50% off, so I'm smart. Oh, because if I bought now, it included X, Y, and Z. Oh, because if I got this, I also got 1, 2, and 3. Oh, because of this, right? And it starts to hit all of these logical part of the brains. Plus, I'm a smart buyer. Plus, I'm a funnel hacker. Plus, does that make sense? This is freaking huge. And if you guys are just getting on, I'm going to stop this right now, and you need to turn around and understand what you're actually doing to your customers in the brain. It's the reason we have you tell so many stories. It's the reason I beg you to become a storyteller, right? And it's the reason why I have you guys focus so much on your offer. It's the reason I have you guys go and say, look, here's your closes, right? It's not enough for you to just be a good storyteller. Right? You're going to make more money than if you're not, okay? But being a good storyteller, making a great offer, but not knowing how to close, you're not going to get paid, right? So these parts of the noggin, you have to understand, right? We got those 3 phases. Theory of cognitive dissonance happens. I leave the purchase. Afterwards, I begin to logically justify why the product represents my identity. And the right part of the brain, after I've gotten the 4 drug hits, starts to die out, and the logical part of the brain comes back and says, this is me. That's why I did it. Because I'm a smart buyer. Because I'm a funnel hacker. I have shifted their identity. Okay? Huge, massive, monstrous lesson. So anyway, I started this just like seething and going nuts. But anyways, I just hope you're doing well. I'm excited for every one of you guys. I'm excited for Q&As tomorrow with you guys. But anyway, keep on the path. Understand what you're doing. Understand this is literally the power of mind control in the real sense, okay? Is it like, telekinesis, X-Men crap? No, I'm not saying that at all. But I'm saying when you understand the levers that cause humans to act, this is super powerful stuff, man. This is like super intense. And I am literally trying to give you, every time you're on with me, a dopamine hit. Okay? Easy one for me to give you. It's the chemical distraction. An oxytocin hit. That's the hardest one to get, but it's the one of connection. And so I'm going to tell a lot of personal stories to break your walls with me. A serotonin hit. That's the one of status. You are freaking awesome. I think entrepreneurs change the world. Bam, just gave you a serotonin hit, right? Especially if I attach that to a story. And then I'm going to try and give you an endorphin hit. If I can get you to behave, if I can get you to interact in this, right? Go ahead over right now and start giving me some hearts if you could. Give me some hearts if you guys have liked this. If anything I said here at all has been amazing, give me some hearts, okay? Okay, if you, oh my gosh, that was crazy. Oh, I realize now why this is so powerful. Bam! I just gave you some freaking endorphins. That's the chemical that you have to actually participate in to get. When I weave all 4 of those in, I have a very strong chance of them being able to resell themselves and logically sell themselves once the 4 chemicals have died off post-purchase. Bam! I'll see you on the freaking 2 Comma Club stage, baby. Woo!
Boom! Thanks for listening. Hey, please remember to rate and subscribe. Hey, you want me to speak at your next event or mastermind? Let me know what I can share that would be most valuable by going to stevejlarsen.com and book my time now.